Good morning, everybody. Again, welcome you on this online classes. This is the science class. I'm your science teacher, Mr. C.P. Barrett. And listen here, actually, we are going to start science chapter for the class 7th. Science chapter for the class 7th. And it is my, you can say, this is my second chapter. Sorry, this is my third chapter because before this, I have completed 2 chapters for the class 7th. So this is our third chapter that we are going to start. What is the name of the chapter? You can see fiber to fabric. Fiber to fabric. So directly come to the topic. What is the fiber actually? We have listened so many times in the 6th class also. Fibers, cloth, fabrics. So nothing. Fiber is what? Fiber is a thread-like material. Fiber is a soft and thread-like material, and actually which is used for making the fabrics. Fiber are the small, thin, thread-like structure, and which are used for the preparation of the fabrics. So what we can say fiber in a small Hindi language? In a Hindi we can say it is a dhaga. Okay, it is a thread. ये धागा होता है, and which is used for the preparation of the fabrics. So what is the meaning of fabric here? Fabric means cloth material. So what is the journey of fiber towards the fabric? How we are getting the fibers? Okay, and after getting the things, how we are converting it into the form of the fibers and we are making the fabrics. So this journey we have to see here in the chapter. See here one by one. First is the directly we are coming actually when we are talking about the fibers. So in this particular chapter actually we have to deal with the natural fiber. Natural fiber means the fiber which we are getting from the natural resources. Okay, so and actually here we are dealing with the plant fibers. Actually wool, silk, these are the plant fibers, and actually we have to read basically on these 2 kind of fibers. So first directly we are coming to the topic, that is the wool. Wool is a natural fiber, we are knowing it. Okay, so wool is a natural fiber and it is a soft, very comfortable, soft, mulayam, and curly. Curly means, curly you can understand, twisted, okay, not straight. So wool is a soft, curly fiber which is obtained especially from the domesticated sheep. What is the meaning of domesticated here? Domesticated means paltu, pet animal like that. Okay, so wool, what is wool? Wool is a soft, curly fiber which is obtained from the domesticated sheep. Very easy definition. Right now see, when we are talking about the wool, so some other things are also there. See, actually so many other wool bearing animals are also there which gives us wool. One by one, actually I have not written here, it is given in your book, but I am telling you orally. So many other wool bearing animals are there which are reared in either in India or in some different parts of the different countries. Right now see one by one. First is the yak. Here I can write down other wool bearing animals like yak. Yak is reared, okay, in the Tibet and in the Sikkim side. Okay, yak is especially reared in the Tibet and Ladakh. Second is the llama and alpaca. These are the other breeds of the animals and which are reared in the South America. Okay, it is not reared in India, it is reared in the South America. Llama and alpaca, these are the 2 names of the animals. After that Angora species, Angora rabbits, okay, Angora goat, Angora sheep. These all are reared in the Jammu and Kashmir. So Angora goat I can say, Angora goat, rabbit and sheep. So Angora goat is also there, Angora rabbit is also there, Angora sheep is also there, and these all are reared in the Jammu and Kashmir state of India. And apart from it, camel which are reared in the Rajasthan. So these are the names of some other wool bearing animals. See next, properties of the wool. We should come to know what are the properties of the wool. Already we are knowing it, wool is a natural fiber. So all the properties which are available for the natural fiber, it is also present on the wool. See one by one. First, on account of the crimps. What is the meaning of crimps here? Crimps means you can say group, guchha, bunch. On account of the crimps, it is a considerably resilient. What is the meaning of resilient here? Resilient means stretchable. Resilient means lachila, stretchable. So on account of the creams, wool is a resilient fiber, lachila fiber hota hai ye. Okay, it can bear the stress. Number second is that high tensile strength and highly elastic. Highly elastic, we can understand it is stretchable, we can stretch it, and again it will comes in form of its original form when we are stretching the things, and again they have the ability to come in their original shape and size. So this is known as the elasticity. So it has the highly elasticity. Okay, this is the property. And high tensile strength. What is the meaning of high tensile strength? High tensile strength meaning is that how much they can bear the tension. How much they can bear the tension or a particular load without broken down into the pieces. What amount of the load they can bear, what amount of the tension they can bear without broken down into the pieces. This is known as the high tensile strength. So their tensile strength is very much high and they are highly elastic. They absorb the large amount of water. Why? Because they are the natural fiber, and that's why they will take time to dry up also. It is not like the synthetic fiber. Next, light in weight. Light in weight means halka. When you are lifting the sweater, you can feel that it is very light in weight. Okay, light in weight. Next is the dyed easily. Dyed means color. They can be colored easily. We can dye them easily. Different kind of the colors it can be given to the particular wool. So these are the property. Next, a heat insulator. It is one of the most important property. Heat insulator means actually wool works as a insulator, and that's why we wear sweater, because it keeps our body warm. Okay, and why it keeps our body warm? Because it can trap the large volume of the air. It can trap the large volume of the air, and we are knowing that air is a good insulator, and that's why it does not escape our body heat to come outside, and that's why it keeps our body warm during the winter season. Same properties. Right now see the rearing and the breeding of the sheep. What is the meaning of rearing here? Rearing means keeping the animals. Okay, keeping and taking care of the animals for the mutual benefit. It is known as rearing. What is the meaning of breeding? Breeding means species, different kinds of the sheep. We can say different kinds of the sheep. It is known as the breeding. Breeding means species, prajatiyan. Right now see, if we are talking about the sheep, so what is the case? Sheep. What is the sheep actually? Sheep is a herbivorous animal. Sheep is a herbivorous animal, and where it is reared in the different states of the India. Some of the states name I can tell you, like Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, and after that Arunachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh. So these are the name of Uttarakhand. These are the name of the states where they are especially reared. And right now see, sheep are the herbivorous animal. They eat the grass, all kinds of the grass, and they also eat the all kinds of the leaves, smaller leaves, which are available in the rainy and summer season. Which are available in the rainy and summer season. Okay. Woolen, double alien, which are available in the rainy and summer season. So sheep are the herbivorous animals. They eat especially the grass, all kinds of the grass, which are available in the rainy and summer season. And during the winter season, they are kept indoors. उनको अंदर रखा जाता है. And at that time, they are fed with the dry fodders. Okay, dry fodders, some of the oil cakes, some of the pulses. These kind of the things they generally eat during the winter season. And right now we have to see the next topic, that is the species of the sheep. Their habitat means home, where they are especially living, and what is the quality of wool and use which is given by them. So one by one we have to see. First is the bhakarwal. It is the name of the sheep. Where it is reared especially in the Jammu and Kashmir state of India. What kind quality of the wool it is given by them? Fine quality of the wool it is given by them, and it is actually used for the woolen shawl. Second is the Rampur bush hare. This is the name of the sheep. It is reared especially in the Uttar Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh. And what kind quality of the wool it is given by them? They gives the brown colored wool. It is given by them, and this is used for the woolen blankets. for the woolen blankets. Number third is the Nali, name of the ship, and it is reared especially in the RJ means Rajasthan, Punjab and Haryana. In all the three states it is reared, and right now it is used for the making carpets. Next is the Lohi, breed of the sheep. It is reared in the Rajasthan and Punjab. Again, it gives the good quality of wool which is suitable for the woolen fabrics. Fabrics means kapade, woolen fabrics. Okay. Next is the Marwadi. Marwadi, name of the sheep, breed of the sheep, reared in the Gujarat. Coarse wool means rough quality of wool. Coarse means not having the smooth surface. So it gives the coarse wool and which is suitable for the blankets. Next is the Patanwadi, name, breed of the sheep, reared in the Gujarat. Quality, good quality of wool given by Patanwadi breed of the sheep and which is used for the hosiery items. Okay, hosiery items. Okay, so this is all about the wool rearing, breeding, some of the species. In the next time we will talk about the processing of the wool. Thank you so much.